Hello and welcome to the Morning Serve, brought to you by Tik Tok. I'm Emma Lawrence, joined by Jelena Dokic. Jelena, we have to start with this sad news that Nick Kyrgios unfortunately has pulled out with a knee injury. What was your initial reaction when you heard this?
Oh, I think we were all shocked and obviously disappointed that we're not going to see him in action this year, but it was something that he had to do. It was not good enough to go out there and compete and play, especially in the best of 5 sets in a Grand Slam where you potentially have to go through 7 matches. So, yeah, it's something that's clearly been around for a little while, which is what he's now said, and it looks like he has to have surgery, but he will be back by Indian Wells. So we do wish him all the best, as unfortunate as it is not to see him this year, so hopefully we'll get to see him next year.
He's such a fighter and he would have done anything to get out there on court, but do you think it is a wise move, just given you don't want to risk further injury as well?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I don't think that he had any choice really, because he couldn't actually go out there and play on the knee. I don't even think it was about protecting it. It was the fact that he really wasn't able to get out there and play. And I know he's been trying to get ready for a few weeks now, and he had to withdraw from the United Cup. So definitely wasn't in good enough shape to do it. And yeah, absolutely wise decision to do it, as hard as it is, and which is what he said. It's been really hard for him to have to make this decision, which is understandable, but we wish him all the best, don't we? Yeah.
Was it risky, do you think, coming up against Djokovic in that charity match, just knowing that it was there, or was that the perfect opportunity to test it out?
No, I don't think it was anything that he maybe shouldn't have done, because I think he got the opportunity to test it, which is what he said he did, and he didn't feel like he could stand up next week. So he kind of got the opportunity to actually kind of play a bit of an official match, even though it was kind of easy and it wasn't too difficult, but even after that he didn't pull up well, so he knew he wouldn't be able to play.
Well, we're all so devastated, but we still have Kokkinakis and De Minaur in action. How deep do you think they can go in this tournament?
Look, I think they can go deep, and I think Alex now, with his experience and everything that he's gone through over the last few years, definitely has the opportunity to go deep, and he's talked about that. That's the next step. He's now been able to have some big wins, and he wants to do it at a Grand Slam level, which I think he now has the experience for, and also the fitness and the physicality as well. He's been close. He got almost to the quarterfinals at Wimbledon last year. He actually had a couple of match points, so he's definitely getting up there, and I think this is an opportunity. He loves to play in Australia, and I think he can definitely do it here.
Let's talk about the women's draw. Obviously no Ash Barty, and unfortunately no Ajla Tomljanovic as well. Are there concerns at all for you about the depth coming through in Aussie women's tennis?
No, not at all. I think obviously it's very disappointing that Ash had to retire, because in a selfish way we would have loved to have seen her play more, but it's so exciting that she's moved on with her life. She's really happy, and she's actually expecting her first child, but I think we've been a little bit unfortunate. Ajla had to pull out with an injury. Daria Saville, in fact, was just outside the top 50 in the world and also had to pull out with an injury. So I think it's just been an unfortunate set of circumstances. We do have depth. Olivia Gadecki, in fact, she's won her first round match, which is amazing. I saw her after the match and she's so excited, and a great talent as well. So we do have a lot of depth, and I think the fact that we got to the final of the Billie Jean King Cup at the end of the year as well against the world's best shows that.
And Gadecki has Ash working with her as a mentor as well. How helpful is that, and how far do you think Gadecki can go?
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that when it comes to having a mentor, does it, both on and off the court. I think she can go far. She's really mature for her age as well. She works really hard. The last couple of years, she's gone and done the hard yard. She's gone through juniors, the ITF tour as well, had some great results, and it's showing. And now to actually have her first Grand Slam main draw win as well is major. She'll get a lot of confidence and self-belief out of that. She's still in the tournament, has a chance in the second round as well. So I think I'm expecting big things from her, not just in the future, but already this year.
Yeah, we absolutely cannot wait. But for now, it is time for our Tik Tok moment of the day. So we're going to rewind to the Adelaide International, and Novak Djokovic gave a really nice tribute to some Indigenous Australians.
And last but not least, I would like to say that it was a very special moment to have the blessing from one of the members of the indigenous people that have been on this land for thousands of years. I want to acknowledge everyone who has arrived today, and thank you for your presence. Thank you for nurturing the culture and the history of your people for so many years. It's inspiring. Thank you so much. and see you next year.
All right, well, Novak, we know he is the favourite here. Was in good form in Adelaide and was well received by the crowd. But given what went down last year, how do you think the Melbourne Park crowd will react to Novak Djokovic when he first walks out?
Look, I think it will be great. I think they'll embrace him. I think we saw that with Nick as well a couple of nights ago as well. There was a great event in Adelaide. He was able to actually win that one after saving a match point, and it was great to see the crowd come out. Actually, it was sold out as well, and he got a great reaction there. I think it will be the same thing here, and I think we're now 12 months later. We all want to see the best players in the world come here, compete, have a great tournament, have a positive tournament, and I think and I hope that will happen.
Well, that bromance with Nick Kyrgios, it was rocky at times, but it is back on. Do you think that helps and that encourages more Aussie fans to get on board with Novak?
I think it does, and I think it's great as well because they've kind of gone full circle, haven't they? And it was great to see. I think that sportsmanship in the Wimbledon final as well, and in that ceremony at the end also. And we've seen it throughout the whole year. We've seen it on social media, and how great was it to have them come out and play the exhibition match a couple of nights ago, get the kids involved as well. It was phenomenal, and I think that's what we want. Those are the stories that we want in tennis, and they're great. I think their relationship is really good now, and we want more of it, don't we?
Absolutely. Now, Novak is going for his 10th Australian Open crown. Who do you see as his biggest rival? We know that Rafa's on the other side of the draw, so that could be the final, but who else can really challenge him? Yeah,
look, I think there's a few young ones coming through, and obviously you still have to put Nadal as one of the challenges because he's done so well here last year. Even though he's not coming in the best form, I think it's hard to see anyone going past Djokovic. He's going for his 10th Australian Open, his 22nd Grand Slam title overall, trying to tie Nadal. But you do have Tsitsipas, you do have the young ones coming through, Casper Ruud as well. He's played some great tennis. Holger Rune also. So you do have quite a few players that actually play well, that have actually played well, can challenge him. Whether they can do it over 5 sets in a Grand Slam, that's another story, and that's something that's going to play out over the next fortnight.
Yeah, potentially could be a changing of the guard, but there are so many storylines to be written. Jelena, thank you so much for your time, and thank you everyone so much for joining us here on The Morning Serve, thanks to TikTok.